In today's video, I'll be explaining the anime, Cannon Busters. There's trouble in the desert as Philly the Kid roughs up a bounty hunter in his robot bull. The hunter alerts his colleagues that the target is coming their way just before he's apprehended. Philly questions him on the location of the nearest town, which happens to be Balloon Town. He drops his attacker's unconscious body while looting his rare weapons, but nature calls, so he quickly rushes to the town hoping they have a bathroom. A wanted poster slaps the hunter's face, showing that Philly has a $10 million bounty on his head. Later on, the two robots Casey and Sam also arrive at the town searching for Philly. As they wander around lost, they come across the dangerous-looking Hangman's Bar. Sam suggests they go inside with the hope that someone might have information. However, Casey gets distracted by a rare bullet-ridden car. Their antics outside is interrupted by gunshots as a reptile is sent flying out the bar with a bullet injury. Not reading the situation, Sam tries to introduce herself as the special associate model from the Boudica Kingdom, while the lizard is busy dying. The commotion continues inside as more bar-goers frantically run out of the place. Sam really doesn't understand social cues, so she walks into the bar where dead bodies, broken bottles, and glasses line the place. Black Claw and his crew interrogate a guy that fits the description of Philly the Kid perfectly, but the guy is adamant that they got the wrong person. The robots interject and Sam introduces her again. Whilst waffling on, the real Philly comes out of the toilet after dropping off the kids, but he's greeted with a shot to the chest, killing him immediately. The main suspect still protests of his innocence and is vindicated when Philly gets right back up, complaining about how they ruined his shirt. His wound starts to close while the number 22 appears on his torso, indicating the number of times he's died. The rumors of him being undying seem to be true, but unfortunately, the guy they mistook for him still got shot regardless. Sam requests that the immortal be her friend as they have been looking for his help. The confused bounty hunters just start shooting to kill their target, resulting in a firefight. Philly evades multiple attacks while pulling the oblivious robot along. She asks him to take them to Gara's keep. An irritated Black Claw activates his cannon, hoping to end it all. Philly notices that Casey is a maintenance robot, so gives it a quarter, entrusting it to get to work on his car. The robot inserts the coin in a slot and activates the car's raging bull mode. Back inside, Sam detects that Philly is in mortal danger and transforms to defend him. She also prepares to fire a blast at Black Claw, who instantly recognizes her as a cannon buster. Just as they are about to blow the hell out of the place, Casey busts into the bar with the bull. The bounty hunter fires, but it's easily deflected. With one attack, the bull knocks the whole crew out, but this also brings down part of the bar. Philly and the robots emerge from the rubble unscathed. While he tries to denounce them as his friends, some hostile Boudican Blitz raiders appear. Casey comments on how they gave them the slip in the desert the previous day. The raiders ID Sam before beginning to chase them through the town. Philly manages to cause two of their pursuers to crash and explode. The last one is lured to a cliff just outside of town where the car enters bull mode, defeating it. They invite themselves to hitchhike with Philly, but he gets annoyed by their presence and asks them to get out. But as he tries to move again, the car refuses to start, so he's forced to allow them back so that Casey can fix it. As they cruise, Sam sleeps her way into a flashback, which Philly finds strange since she's a robot. The Kingdom Boudica celebrates the New Deal Jubilee as well as the prince's birthday. King Bulgur addresses his subjects, but his son Kelby is not present. He sits with Sam as they watch the fireworks from a tree. She was created to be a companion to the prince, so she gives him a pendant with their pictures in it for his birthday. Sam gives him one half containing her picture while she keeps his. Their celebrations are cut short when some giant robots appear and start destroying the cities. The kingdom's defenses don't stand a chance as they are hacked by the enemy. As Bulgur watches in horror, the culprit Locke appears looking like a bootleg Kaido. He alerts the king that his day of reckoning has finally come, ordering him to surrender and kneel if he wants to be spared. The monarch orders Captain of the Guard Odin to find the prince and flee to Gara's keep while he faces the threat, which he does, but Kelby is separated from Sam when she falls into the river. Meanwhile, Bulgur is easily defeated and captured by Locke, who uses magic. Sam is woken up with a gunshot by Philly as they have stumbled on an estate. Mama Hitch rushes out to, pleading that her sons Joe Bob and Bob were only trying to defend their home. She also introduces her daughter Serena, who catches Philly's attention. The young lady takes him inside for them to get drinks. With his guard down, she manages to poison him easily. Her mother praises her on a job well done, instructing her to loot him before preparing his body. Meanwhile, her sons have lured the robots to a ditch where they kick them inside. The ladies move Philly to their van where Mama Hitch prepares to skin him, but unbeknownst to them, he has come back to life as the number 23 starts to appear on his leg. Elsewhere, the Bob brothers knock Sam and Casey out by shocking them when they start to call for help. Sam's flashback continues with the city in ruins as the corrupted robots patrol the streets. King Bulgur has been apprehended, but he still doesn't know his attacker, so Locke shows him a hologram for a woman that shocks the king. Locke then reveals himself as the monarch's son. Him and his mother were abandoned by Bulgur, so he has come to avenge his disinheritance. Meanwhile, The prince and the captain pass through a snowstorm to Valdor for help. In the present, the Bob brothers are causing a commotion outside, so Mama Hitch asks her daughter to go check on them. As soon as she leaves, Philly grabs a shovel and attacks Mama with it. Serena shocks her brothers unconscious after being frustrated by their antics. She hears the robots calling from the ditch, so she goes to see what's up, only for them to use her as an anchor to climb back up. Serena grabs her shotgun shooting at the robots, but Philly comes to the rescue, stunning her briefly. They both manage to get hold of their guns, resulting into a shootout around the car. Casey uses some coins found by Sam to put the car into Raging Bull mode, which also wakes up the brothers, but they shock themselves trying to fight the bull. Meanwhile, Philly and Serena get some hand-to-hand action, but she ultimately gains the upper hand. Sam detects the danger and transforms into a different type of cannon. She fires a shot which kills Serena instantly. With the place completely destroyed, the ragtag team drive away, but the brothers are later killed by some Blitz raiders who are still on Sam's trail. The robots take one of the brothers' eyes, which has captured the attention of Locke's gang. He sends his right-hand woman Dex to deal with them. Meanwhile, Philly and his by-force companions arrive at Happy Lucky Market Town, but as soon as they enter, he's identified by a bounty hunter. He gives Casey some money and a list of things to buy, but clearly the money will not suffice. He even wants the robot to bring back change. Philly pauses when he sees a suspicious drunkard rise from a heap of rubbish. He suspects the character to be an assassin, so decides to kill him before he strikes. He sneaks into the bar where he overhears some guys talking about his assassin, who they name as Nine. He was part of the baddest group of samurai, but they got betrayed. Except for a few Ronin, the majority died. The remaining ones are now mercenaries for air. With this confirmation, Philly goes to confront Nine, but his arms get swiftly cut off. He bleeds out, losing another life, later coming back to life as his arm regenerates. In the interim, Prince Kelby and Odin make it to their Valdor, but upon closer inspection from the captain, it seems like the place has already fallen to lock, so he leaves with the prince. Kelby later complains of hunger, so his guardian kills a bird and offers to show him how to dress it, since he might have to fend for himself in the coming days. They intended to make their way to Gara's Keep, which is one of their strongholds. Back at Happy Town, Philly has gone to pick up a rather large cannon, wanting to ambush Nine, but Sam is worried that he's losing sight of their main objective, but he dismissively assures her that he's on it. Philly gets distracted for a brief moment, giving Nine the chance to close the distance, knocking him down. While sitting on top of him, the Ronin questions Philly on why he keeps attacking. After hearing his reasoning, he assures Philly that he doesn't care about him. Nine notices the bounty hunter's spy drone and takes it down with a kunai. This promotes the hunter to unleash his robots, who attack the gang. With help from Nine, they defeat them. The drunken samurai decides to stick with them a little longer when he sees that Philly has some beer. Meanwhile, Black Claw crews have recovered from their previous L, so are on the move to get their revenge on Philly, but they are stopped by Dex and her Red Horizon crew. As she tries to recruit Black Claw, one of his subordinates interrupts her, so they quickly kill him for the disrespect. When she's about to continue, we quickly go back to Philly and his unwanted passengers as they drive through the woods, but he crashes the car, leaving Casey to fix it. While they wait, Philly finds out that Nine with the robots have eaten and drank all of his beer and snacks. In a hungry rage, he takes the car, leaving them stranded, but soon after the car breaks down again. Upon closer inspection, he comes to the realization that they cleaned up his car, but he's quickly reminded of his hunger, so he tries to find some food but ends up becoming some himself when he gets eaten by a plant. Inside, he's sprayed with acid as he gets digested. Meanwhile, Nine and the robots have found their way to a party town. They find the bar where they win free drinks during a quiz game. The party is cut short when one of Nine's colleagues makes an appearance. They have a fight whilst Sam gathers a salad bowl for Philly. 12 attacks Nine because he left the Red Ronin, so he either rejoins or faces death for leaving. Nine ultimately ends up winning, but he's unable to kill his former colleague. He rather professes his love to her. The following morning, they seem to be on better terms as he says his goodbyes to her. The group later track down the car. Nine saves Philly from the plant before bidding them farewell as they have run out of beer. Sam gives the immortal the bowl of salad to his delight. He receives a broadcast from a friend, so they set off once again. He later gets another message from his friend Eddie as they are to meet at Madura City. It seems like he plans to use Sam and Casey to pay off an outstanding debt. When they arrive at the city, they are surprised to find the place empty. Philly uses this opportunity to fill his stomach with the food left behind. As Sam looks around, she finds a mother and daughter hiding in a closet. They plead for her to forget she saw them, or the fetter will get them. Soon after they disappear, a worried Sam asks Casey what a fetter is. They make their way to the city's library where they find a book which defines a fetter as an immortal magician. They survive by absorbing life from people via magic, but they also go after all friends and family. During that interval, Philly encounters the fetter and is kidnapped when it finds out he can't die. The monster confesses to devouring the whole city as it continues to take more of Philly's lives. It grows more powerful, even transforming, so you know the power-up is legit. Feder even starts to reveal Philly's dark past, how he lost his parents to the Bodican army and gained his power from a sorcerer in order to get revenge. The monster also discloses that he could get his retribution, since Sam serves the heir to the Bodican throne. Through her he can make the entire kingdom his. The robots hear his screams. This prompts Sam to transform again and blast her way to his location. She confronts the Feder by overpowering it with her op cannon blast. This causes the monster to disintegrate. Philly later regains consciousness and leaves a lot of loot he gathered from the city for Eddie to pay off his debt, since he now has a new sinister plan for the robots. That brings today's video to an end. What would you do if you were immortal? Comment below and see you guys on the next one.